Hi, hello, my dear children. Health is wealth. Stay safe. Today we'll continue exercise 1.2 sums and one example sums. Example 7. What's the question? Find the HCF of 96 and 404 by prime factorization method. Hence, find their LCM. Here you have to find the HCF of 96 and 404 by the prime factorization method. Then you have to apply the formula HCF into LCM is equal to product of the number, and you have to find the LCM. You don't need to find the LCM by prime factorization method. That is why here it is given what? Hence find the LCM. Have you understood the meaning of the word hence? And now let us find the HCF. The 96, 404. Let us find the prime factorization of it is divisible by 2, 48. Then again divisible by 2, 24. Again divisible by 2, 12. 2s are. Again divisible by 2, 6. Again divisible by 2, 3. Now 3 is the prime number. Let us stop with that. Now next 404. It is divisible by 2. 2 2s are 4, 0, 2. Again this is divisible by 2, 1, 0, 1. And 101 is a prime number. So we can stop with it. We cannot factorize further. Okay. Now 96 is equal to 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 2. How many times? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 2 to the power 5 into 3. Then 404 is equal to 2 into 2 into 101, that is 2 square. 2 times. So 2 square into 101. Now you have to find the HCF. HCF is equal to what? Product of the smallest power of each common prime factor. So here what is the common prime factor? Only 2. 3 is not a common prime factor and 101 is also not a common prime factor. So now you write the common factor 2. What is the smallest power? 2. So HCF is equal to 4. Now let us apply the formula. What is the formula? HCF into LCM is equal to A into B. What is the HCF? 4. LCM you have to find is equal to, what are the numbers? 96 into 404. Now you can cancel straight away, or if you want you can write one more step and write LCM is equal to 96 into 404 by 4. Children, when you are doing in a hurry, you can avoid this step. You can cancel here. The next step you can write the answer. 101. Now you multiply 96 into 101. 96 ones are 96. 9 again 96. So the answer is HCF of 96. That's the first question asked. 404 is equal to 4. Then second question, LCM of 96, 404 is equal to 9696. So since the word hence find the LCM is given, you are applying this formula and we are doing. Otherwise only prime factorization is specified. You have to find LCM by using the prime factorization method itself, selecting the greatest power of the numbers and finding the product. Okay, have you understood? And now we'll move to the next sum. Exercise 1.2. We are going to do sum number 5. We read up to 4. Now we are going to do sum number 5. Check whether 6 power n can end with digit 0 for any natural number n. What is the meaning of end with the digit 0? The last digit will be what? The units place. That is, units place of the value of 6 power n should be 0. For what value of n you will get that? Is it possible or not? Okay, that's the meaning of the question. Children, if you want any number to end with 0, it should be a multiple of 10, isn't it? 10 power 1, 10 power 2, 10 square, 10 cube, 10 power 4, or 20, 20 square, 20 cube. Like that, numbers will be ending with 0. That means what? The prime factors of that particular number should be 2 and 5. Why we are particular about 2 and 5? Because 10 is equal to 2 into 5. 10, the units place of 10 is 0. So for any number to end with 0, for any number in the form of 6 power n or a power n to end with 0, the prime factors of that particular number should have 2 into 5, 2 and 5. That's very important. Suppose 2 zeros means it's what? 10 into 10. So 2 into 5 and 2 into 5. Okay, and 1000 means with 3 zeros means what? 10 into 10 into 10. Here what? 2 square into 5 square. So 3 zeros means it should be 2 cube into 5 cube. Anyway, the factors 2 and 5 should be there, isn't it? Or its powers should be there. Otherwise, it will never end with 0. Have you understood the fact? Why it is very important to have 2 and 5 as prime factors? Because 2 and 5 are the prime factors of 10. Okay, now we'll do the sum. In general, you can say, I'll just write the general format, but no need to write that. Okay. A power n, no need to write this, we'll write the a power n should be what? 2 power m into 5 power n to end with 0. Okay, this is a general format you can keep in mind. And we'll write how to write the answer for this. Question number 5. 6 power n will end with 0 if 2 and 5 are its prime factors. Okay, but 6 power n is equal to what? 6 is what? 2 into 3. 3 power n. It is of what? 2 power n into 3 power n. So which prime factor is missing? The prime factor five is not in 6 power n. It's not in the 6 power n. So 5 is missing. Therefore, 6 power n will never end with the digit 0 what? For any natural number. For any natural number n. Okay? It should have 2 and 5 as the prime factors. Okay? 6 power n will end with 0 if 2 and 5 are its prime factors. But 6 power n is what? 2 into 3 the whole power n. The prime factor 5 is not in 6 power n, it is missing. Therefore, 6 power n will never end with the digit 0 for any natural numbers. Children, 10 power n will always end with 0. 20 power n will end with 0. 30 power n will end with 0 because 2 and 2 here the prime factors are 2 and 5. Here the prime factors are 2 and 5. Here also, though 3 we have, the prime factors 2 and 5 are there. That's why it will end with 0. Have you understood? It's a numerical example I have given. So you should keep in mind for any digit to end with 0, it should have the prime factors as 2 and 5. Otherwise, it will never end with 0. Now, sum number 6. In exercise 1.2. What's the question? Explain why 7 into 11 into 13 plus 13 and 7 into 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1 plus 5 are composite numbers. So first let us do for this sum, then we'll move the second one. So this is sum number 6. First one. 7 into 11 into 13 plus 13. 13 11s are 143. 7 3s are 21. 28 plus 2, 30. So this is 1001 plus 13. That is equal to 1013 plus 1, 14. Now, can we find the prime factors of this series number? Yes. It is divisible by 2 because the last digit is 4. So 5 2s are 10, 0, 2 2s are 4. Again it is divisible by 2, 2 2s are 4, 5 2s are 10, 0, 14, 7. 7 2s are 14. Okay. Now it is not divisible by 2. It is divisible by 3. 7 plus 5, 12. So 3 goes, 1 3s are 3 and 26 3s are 18, 27, 9. Now 169 is a perfect square, 13 square. So 13 goes 13 times, 13 into 13, 169. Now 13 is a prime number. So here the prime factorization stops. Therefore, 1014 is equal to 2 into 3 into 13 into 13. So, it has now how many prime factors it has got? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And apart from that, this is a factor of this number. 1 is also a factor of this number. Therefore, it has got more than 2 factors. Therefore, it is a composite number. Answer 1014 has more than 2 factors. Therefore, 1014 is a composite number. That means what? 7 into 11 into 13 plus 13 is a composite number. Have you understood, children? The same way we can do the next sum. Second subdivision. 7 into 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1 plus 5. 3 2s are 6, 6 4s are 24, 24 5s are 120 into 6, 720, 720 into 7, 450. So this is 5040 plus 5. That is equal to 5045. Okay. Now let us prime factorize this. It is not divisible by 2 and it is now 5 plus 5, 10, 10 plus 4, 14, not divisible by 3. And since the last digit is 5, it is divisible by 5. So 5. 5 ones are 5, 0 and 0, 9. Now 1009 is a prime number. It is not divisible by any number. Therefore, 5045 is equal to 5 into 1009. Now this number also has more than 2 factors. You may ask me how. One is a factor of this number and the number is also a factor of this number. Okay, prime number means what? Only 2 factors. What are they? The number and 1. That's all. It has no other prime numbers. They have no other factor other than 1 and the number itself. But here it has 2 more numbers as factors. Therefore, there is 5045. That means what? 7 into 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1 plus 5 is a composite number. Because it has more than 2 factors. Have you understood, children? Now we'll move to sum number 7. What is sum number 7? Children, it's a word problem. You may be getting word problems also. And if you understood this problem, it will be helpful in your lifelong. Okay. There is a circular path around a sports field. So, you have a circular path around a sports field. Okay. And Sonia takes 18 minutes to drive one round of the field, while Ravi takes 12 minutes for the same. Okay, now there are 2 persons, Sonia sum number 7, Sonia and Ravi. Okay, he takes how many minutes? 18 minutes for one round. For one round, he takes 18 minutes. And Ravi, she takes one round for 18 minutes, and Ravi, he takes 12 minutes for one round. Okay, now next is what? Suppose they both start at the same point and at the same time and go in the same direction. So both of them are starting at the same point. Okay, let us take they are starting at the same point. This into mark represent Sonia and this is Ravi. Okay, this is Sonia and this is Ravi. And they are starting at the same point at the same time. They are moving in the same direction. Let us take they are moving in that direction. Okay, and all of you know Sonia takes 18 minutes to complete one round and Ravi takes only 12 minutes to complete one round. Okay, and what is the question? After how many minutes will they meet again at the same point? After how many minutes will they meet again at the same point? So, and Sonia she takes 18 minutes and here Ravi takes 12 minutes. Okay, so after how many minutes they will meet again at the same point? We have to find. So either you have to find the LCM or HCF in this question. So you decide what you have to find, LCM or HCF. Okay, here the answer will be more than 18 and more than 12. Okay, for completing one round 18 minutes, for completing two rounds 36 minutes and completing 3 rounds 54 minutes, like this it's going on. It's increasing by multiples of 18. Whose time? Sonia's time. At the same time, Ravi's time also goes on increasing by the multiples of 12. Okay, for one round 12 minutes, set 2 rounds 24 minutes, 3 rounds 36 minutes. It goes on as multiples. That is why you have to find the LCM. Be clear about that. You won't get a number less than that, less than 18 and 12. You will be getting an answer more than 18 and 12 and also it will be a multiple of 18 and 12. For Sonia it will be multiples of 18 times and the time will be multiples of 18 and for Ravi it will be multiples of 12. Okay, so I am just writing in the rough but you only need to follow those steps in the examination. For examination you could write short steps and complete. Okay, now here Sonia. In 1 hour, for completing one round, 18 minutes. For completing, this is the round, one round, and for the second round, first round, second round, she will take 36 minutes. And for going 3 rounds, she will take 54 minutes. This is Sonia. And Ravi. For completing one round, 12 minutes. And completing 2 rounds, 24 minutes. For completing 3 rounds, 36 minutes. Now, I am completing 4 rounds, 48. Okay. And like that, see here, this is it is increasing by its multiples of 18. It is increasing by its multiples of 12. And we have a common factor in this. What's the common factor? 36. Why are we taking the least common factor? Because the first common factor itself, the first common factor itself, they will meet. Isn't it? In 36 minutes, Sonia has completed 2 rounds. In 36 minutes, Ravi has completed 3 rounds. No need to worry about how many rounds they completed. We should know at what time they will meet. So after how many minutes they are meeting here? How many minutes they are meeting? After 36 minutes. Okay. Though Sonia has completed 2 rounds and Ravi has completed 3 rounds, no need to worry about the rounds. They are meeting after 36 minutes. Have you understood? And how are we getting the answer? Have you understood? The time is increasing by the multiples of 18 for Sonia. The time is increasing by the multiples of 12 for Ravi. Have you understood? So no need to write any steps for these things. So you write only what is given. It is given for one round Sonia takes 18 minutes and for one round Ravi takes 12 minutes. So, they are starting at the same point and at the same time. Therefore, they will meet after what? LCM of 18 and 12. Okay. Now here 18 is what? 2 9s are 18, 3 3s are 9. That is equal to 2 into 3 square. And 12 is what? 2 into 3. 4 3s are, that is 2 square into 3. Now LCM of 18, 12 is equal to what? Highest power of the greatest power of the each common factors. So here only 2 is the 2 and 3 are the common factors. The greatest power is here 2 square, here 3 square. So 2 2s are 4, 4 9s are 36 minutes. So you can write the answer. After 36 minutes, they will meet again. Have you understood, children? This type of sum is very important. You will be getting for the when you are writing aptitude test for any examination. You will be getting such type of questions. Okay, children, this exercise is over. And in the exercise 1.1, you don't have sum number 2, 4, 8. But the highest common factor, sum number 3 is there. I'll explain that in another session. Thank you. Hope you have understood.